So this project here is word art. I'm going to show you how you can make some of these. It'll be big enough to stand up or attach to a wall, put it on a table, all kinds of options. So first, let me get rid of this. Now you can do this by either going to text and typing out your letters, or you can go to design starters and letters and start there. You don't want to use these ones at the top because of all the divides in them. You want to go down here and open up the rest. So we're going to start with some letters. I'm going to pull in HOPE again. We have all of our letters on the screen. We need to first change the sizes. So we want this whole thing to be around 50 by 50 millimeters. So each letter we're going to change to 25 by 25. Okay, so we have all the letters the size we want. Now we need to make sure they're all lined up. So I'm going to select the bottom two and use the align tool here. Line them up. We also want them to be just touching a little bit. So those two are good. I'm going to align these two, and they're already centered, so I'm going to move them down to here. You can see here they're all connected at least a little bit, except for the O here doesn't seem to want to be. To adjust it a little. There we go. Okay, so they're all connected. Next, we want to raise the height of them. So I'm going to raise it all to about, say about 10 millimeters. That'll make them nice and thick and easy to stand up. And the last thing you can do is kind of make it a little fancy. Like if you saw my example, I have the O tilted, so I could do this again, tilt it like that, or you could possibly do the E, but you'd have to adjust the E so it still matches up with the P. So certain ways you do it, that's how it would look, and I don't like that one as much, so I'm going to undo that. But when you have it all together, this is how you'd want it to look. You group it all together, and there we go. So then if we would stand it upright, it'll go like this. So you can do whatever word or words you want to do. Have to be school appropriate. It doesn't have to be just 4 letters. You can do a bigger word, but as long as the bottom matches up so it can stand. So let's say if we had a, I know it's not a word, but just as an example, a D right here. If we would try and print it like this, the weight of this D might make it topple over. So you want an even number of letters. That way it all can stand tall. But that is it for word art. Let me know if you have any questions.